I'm happy to present to you today our master's program in marine geosciences, but I'm not here by myself. I have brought two other people with me, Angelika and Libby. They are from the university administration, so they know all the answers to the questions you might have about how to study and what to study in Germany. And Libby is actually one of our international students, so she has a first-hand experience how it is to study in our study program. So she has the more, I would say, detailed, in-depth focus. So I'm going to start with a rundown of our program. I am the program coordinator, and the head of the examinations board is Professor Julia Gottschalk. You can find our email addresses here. As a first point of contact, I would ask you to contact me. And I then always discuss all the matters with Julia. Okay, some general information. It's an international program, so this means everything is fully in English. You do not have to have German language capacities. It is a full-time program, so this means it has a total of 120 ECTS points, like any programs in Europe. The prerequisite is you need to have a bachelor's with 180 ECTS, and we ask you to have roughly 50 ECTS from geosciences subjects. So, however, we treat that relatively broadly. So if you are, for instance, from a Bachelor of Geography, you can still apply. I would just ask you to check first with me your transcript of records. I do then a pre-check and see whether you are eligible to apply. But we have many successful students in our study program that are from other bachelors other than geosciences per se. So it is possible, and they do very well. And we really enjoy the interdisciplinary focus they bring with them. Okay, we have a cutoff of 2.5 on a grade scale. So this is for all our international programs at Kiel University. So we take your grade, we convert it to the German system, and then it needs to be better or equal to 2.5. You need a certificate to show us that you can actually speak English. And some other details about our study program is it runs for 4 semesters, and it has a very clear structure, which I will go over in a little bit. And we always start in the winter semester. So this is roughly sometime in October. Most of our students, they get to Kiel the latest at the beginning of October. The application deadline for 2025 is on April 15th, but like Nino already said, please start to prepare your application a bit earlier, because there's quite a lot of documents you need to upload. For instance, your transcript of records and so on and so forth. The application is handled via UniAssist, and I'm sure there's also demos from my German university on how to use UniAssist. And so basically they handle the application status, you apply there, and I can actually then log myself into this UniAssist and see your application. And if I then have further questions or something, I will usually reach out to you. I think we've covered everything in here. Feel free to drop a question if you have more detailed questions about this. Okay, why would you study marine geosciences? Well, I assume you have an interest in marine topics, marine geology in general, are interested in maybe also technology, and this is one thing that sets us apart, scientific work. So we actually do real research in our study program. So we, for instance, we take you on a cruise, we take you onto a lot of field work. So it's very real to real science. And what also sets us apart is that we have a high interdisciplinary focus. So this means you get to work in different disciplines, including obviously geology, geophysics, but also biology, climate physics, sustainability, and so on and so forth. I'm probably the best example. I am teaching in marine geosciences. However, I'm a biologist by training. So we are actually really interdisciplinary, and we really enjoy this a lot. I'm not going to go into the full detail of our participating working groups. So this is just to give you an overview of the full field, the full breadth of working groups that are actually teaching in our program. We do have a group in paleontology and historical geology, coastal geology, paleoceanography and climate, paleoceanography and marine geology, marine micropaleontology, so very typical geoscience topics. We are actually a very big institute, so this means almost all the specialties in geosciences are actually present at our institute. And many of those lecturers teach at least one small part of a module in our course. So that way you get to experience the full breadth that geosciences in general has to offer. We also have quite a lot of lectures from the Geoma. So they are involved in teaching, they are involved in our master theses and other projects, and we have a very close exchange with them. Many of our students actually work at the Geoma as a research assistant, so there's a close link between our study program and the Geoma. And actually many of our students, after doing the masters with us, they decide to venture on and do their PhD at the Geoma. Other working groups we have is, for instance, ocean circulation and climate dynamics. This one is actually led by a professor from the Geoma, but we also do paleoclimate and modeling, organic geochemistry, so quite a full range of subjects. We do have a couple of other professors from the Geoma who focus on marine biogeochemistry or magmatic and hydrothermal systems. We have actually a really big marine geophysics department as well. So as you see, it's a full depth of disciplines that all come to teach with us and teach you. Okay, this is a bit dry, but it's actually the important document which tells you what kind of courses you are going to be studying with us if you choose us. It's our study plan, and I just put it here to give you an idea about the flexibility we offer. So our first semester is kind of the semester where everybody, because it's an international study program, so you come from all over the world, and everybody gets to settle in Kiel. And like I said, many people are from different bachelors. So we try to get you all on the same page. So there is specific core courses, like with requirements and knowledge that we think everybody needs to have, because in the second semester, we actually take you to the field. So in the second semester, you're not going to be a lot in the classroom, but you're going to be almost all the time in the field. You're going to get to board our research vessels. You're going to go into the field, get your hands dirty, and really work as a geoscientist. And the third semester, we have a high amount of compulsory elective courses. You can do your mobility there. So quite a lot of our students, they choose to actually go on an Erasmus semester or something. And then in the first semester, you're going to do your master thesis. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the list of all the compulsory elective courses. And you can actually choose a total of 5 complete modules, so 5 times 5 ECTS, of courses from according to your liking. So this is a high percentage of the overall 180 ECTS you have. And our students choose all different subjects. Some do law of the seas, some do something really in-depth in geosciences, for instance, petrological modeling, and of course, lots of things in between. There's a few institutions, I would say, at Kiel University that help our students to actually achieve and get the knowledge that they want. One of those institutions is CEU. It's the European University of the Sea, and basically it is a consortium of, at the moment, already 9 universities all over Europe, where we are exchanging a lot. We are exchanging, obviously, courses, students, PhD students. We are exchanging our research interests. So basically, it is like a mobile campus, if you wish so. And this means via CEU, you suddenly have the possibility to study at 8 other universities. And there's a high component of digital teaching. So this means in some cases, you don't even need to leave your, let's not say couch, but desk at home to participate in these offers. It's a really great opportunity. It's funded by the European Union. And if you come to Kiel, you should really take the opportunity to do at least one of the classes via CEU. There's so many possibilities to do. Okay, I was a bit too quick. What I talked about, yes, there is a high digital component to it. We actually really enjoy blended intensive programs. So this is a combination of you do some part at home, everybody joins online, similar like we do today. And then after a certain amount of time, after you have gotten quite a lot of knowledge, everybody meets for an intensive course at one of those 9 locations. And usually it has a fieldwork component or something else to it. And then at the end, you all work on a final project presentation, depending on how the course is structured. And we have a lot of future skills courses as well. And obviously a lot of mobility between students, but not only students. Actually, we do not only connect our students, but we also connect our researchers, our professors, our technical staff, our administrative staff, so that everybody gets to participate in CEU. We are in the process of designing some joint degree programs. For instance, one about blue economy, but there's quite a lot of CEU, so you should really check out their webpage. Fjord is another program that we have integrated into Kiel University. It's a short acronym for Foster Young Ocean Researchers Development. So basically here, all these students from a bachelor's level to a PhD level, they can all join in Fjord and participate in this program. We assume they all have a marine ocean-oriented theme. They're all interested in studying this. And you get to exchange. You get to participate in courses. There is several meetings. There is fun things like socials. There's also courses they offer about certain topics. So it's one of the possibilities for you to get further knowledge while you are at Kiel University. And actually, you cannot only choose classes from the study curriculum we have designed. Like I said, there is a high component of compulsory electives. And at Kiel University, we have an interdisciplinary Master School of Marine Sciences, short IMSMS. And there, all the different faculties, like all the faculties we have, Kiel University is a big university, roughly 16,000 students, so we have many faculties. And all the faculties, they put all their marine-oriented topics into one pot, let's say, and you can choose from there for your compulsory electives as well. So this is where, for instance, you could do law of the seas, or you could do ocean economics, or whatever else it is in your interest. It's a very great opportunity to be able to actually take courses in the other faculties via this possibility. We have, you can actually try this out already, maybe after our meeting today. We actually have an online program called DigiCruise, where we digitize our cruises that we do with the students. And it's accessible on DigiCruise, unikiel.de. It basically gives you a digital research experience on board of our vessel, which we also use in our classes with our students. It's a really fun activity. And okay, so we have a student profile here because I wanted to give you an idea about how it is to study at Kiel University and how it is to study marine geosciences. This is a student profile from Janne Scheffler. She really took all the opportunities that were there. She managed to go on 4 cruises during her master thesis, her master's time. So this means she studied with us just a normal duration. And however, she participated on 4 research cruises. This is very exceptional. Usually students go once, maybe twice. But Janne was really like, okay, I have this opportunity once in my life to go on as many cruises as possible. So I'm going to make it work. And we also made it work because obviously all those research cruises, they do not always happen at term break. So we usually try to work with the students if they miss a few weeks of classes. Because they are on a research cruise, we usually try to work around this. We are usually a rather small community. We are roughly between 15 and 20 students per cohort. So this is how we can achieve this very close connection with the students. Janne, she was a Hiwi at the Geoma. Like I said, many of our students choose to be a research assistant there. She then got a DAD promo scholarship, so not an Erasmus, but something where you can actually also leave the borders of Europe and go somewhere else for your thesis. She chose to go to Tasmania. I think the picture on the right is also from her in Tasmania. And she actually did before that an Erasmus in Gothenburg. So she basically did it all. She did her thesis in one place. She did an Erasmus in between. She went on the research cruises. She took all different type of courses in between, and she became a very skilled marine geoscientist by doing that. So all the profiles, I'm just showing you one, all the profiles from all our students, they're all going to be different because we have this high part of flexibility. So you can really choose and tailor the Master in Marine Geosciences according to your needs. Like I said, you have access to the German research vessel fleet. Our students really, really love to make use of this access. I just put a few highlights there. In 2023, for instance, many of our students participate on a cruise in the North Atlantic. We had a training course in data visualization in Split, Croatia via the CEU. And actually, this course is happening every year. So for instance, this year they are meeting in Gdansk in Poland. So it's always different places where they are meeting. This year, our students, they were on the PS-141. It's a cruise on the Polarstern, our polar-going research vessel, because it has ice class, so it can go through ice. They went to the East Antarctic shelf, and they took their own samples for their master theses. In this case, it's students from me, so they focused on calcifying plankton, but there were plenty of other students on the vessels, because without you, we could never ever do a research cruise, because it needs many, many hands to be successful on a research cruise.